Ready and rolling. Let's go.
Well, I'm just gonna do a little overview, and then you can do your piece you want to do with Amanda.
Oh, okay. Sure.
We don't talk before, except okay. I want to do this. Okay.
You're busy.
We're too busy.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
her and I work really well together.
And
Absolutely.
executive have just called.
That's right. We do. Your turn. Okay. Very basic principles for seed saving. Very basic. Number one. This is Coreopsis,
The yellow one.
the yellow one. It's over there in the very first bed, the very tall
The tall
one.
one.
And there's all kinds. This is our native flower, tickweed, it's also called, which is actually a very specific Coreopsis. So if you Google Coreopsis, it's going to give you a whole list of them. The one named tickweed is actually the one that's native to us. Now, one basic principle is before you harvest your seed pod, whatever, however it is, I'll call it a pod, must be mature and dry. So here I have a couple that, this one is not. He is just finished blossoming, he's closed up, but he's still green. So if I harvest him, even if I let him dry out, he's never going to probably be a viable seed because it hasn't had a chance for Mother Nature to finish its work of drying it out. Now these are all dry, so these can actually be harvested, and that's when I was cutting them out of there, I noticed that there was green stem, not good. Right. So it must be dry. Harvest it in a relatively clean area. Get rid of the chaff, which is all the other extraneous covering of that seed, and then store it in a dry, relatively cool spot. Your garage, your shed are not places to ever put your seeds.
You also don't want to keep them in your car. Like, we had one of our members just kept seeds in the car so that every time she came, she would have a seed stash. And I'm like, you are going to destroy all of your seeds in very short order with this heat you're baking them in the car. It gets too hot. Once the seeds are too hot, it kills their germination capacity.
It does. And some seeds you harvest really want to be spread now to grow next spring. And those you just have to kind of look up by one. Things like milkweed wants to go in the refrigerator for 6 weeks.
I learned that one.
Yes,
I was impatient.
before.
I was like,
I did too the first time. Yes, right.
So I still have them because I missed the whole winter part.
Yep. So you
The wing.
Yep. You can do them any. Milkweed are one of those you can kind of start anytime after you've done your cold. Yes, your cold. It's like the tulip bulb, you know. They have to put them in the refrigerator before they grow them for us to enjoy for a week.
What did you say? In the fridge?
Milkweed.
How long?
4 to 6 weeks is fine. I store mine up and towards the very back of the fridge, so they really get cold.
Do you have to kind of dry on the plant? Like, or can you like pick it and like let it dry? Or,
Only if it's already turned brown.
oh, okay. So it
Like-
has to be brown before you pick one.
Yeah. Like if we look at the carrots over here in this very first bed, there are pods that are brown. Those are the ones we would want to harvest. The ones that look dried, but they're not brown yet, are not ready.
I've already found a few things. At some point when we're ready, we're going to do a little tour around the garden, and we're going to collect some seed pods so I can do a show and tell and show you how to tell which ones are ready and which ones are not.
Yep. And we can do that. So what's the principles?
Mature and dry.
Mm-hmm. Right. And we're going to store in paper. Now, I know a lot of times when I buy seeds from David Wigwam that I thoroughly enjoy his seeds, and they usually germinate quite well. He does them in plastic when he sends them. But we're going to store and label in paper. So,
These are the type of
Because they
seed
stay dry.
packets that we use. Okay, and you can pick these up pretty inexpensively at on Amazon, Walmart, yeah.com, Amazon.com. These are just little paper. I can show you. This is what they're like. These are our seed packets. Yeah, little envelopes. And we, right. Okay,
and they do even have them come that's got, lines on it that is seeds and whatever, but those are a few dollars more.
yeah, we
figure
don't
we
pay
can do
extra
that.
for the fruit program.
No, we don't.
It's not enough writing space anyway.
Right, yeah.
No, not
So
really.
we can leave some of these on the table because you guys are going to package up some seeds when you're done. I've left some pens on the table so that you can pass them around and label these packets. That's one of the other important things is label, 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 label. I had a fun time this morning because I have harvested dill seeds and also fennel seeds, which they look exactly the same, and they also look like Italian parsley. All of the seed heads look exactly the same once they get dry, so it was very entertaining trying to figure out which was which. It was a very smell and taste test. And also having some experience in knowing what the seeds look like too. All the seeds tend to look like, I'll jump in, I'm sorry.
Nope. I was going to let you start the tour around while it's still some degree of coolness.
Okay, so one of the first things we're going to go look at is a moringa tree. These are moringa seed pods that I harvested from my tree in my yard last week to let them dry so that you have something to work with. But we're going to go over and look at what this looks like on the tree.
So it was mature, dry, and what was the other thing we did? Remember?
Store.
And store?
Store in a cool, dry area.
Take charge of that and follow me around. So you'll see, here's the flower, right? You see really pretty flowers. And then down here, you see the brown pods, right? So when we're talking about you need to let it mature and get dry and brown, this is the type of thing that we're looking at. So you can tell the difference where these are green and these are turning brown already. And this is our moringa tree. So in India,
That looks like
this is a very, very, very popular tree. The purpose, the reason that it's so popular is because this is an actual complete food. This food, this particular tree, different parts of it, every part is edible, and it solves nutritional deficiencies in India. It's completely packed. In America, the health food craze, you can have dried leaves ground up in powder, moringa powder, you put it in your milkshakes and your smoothies. These are the seed pods. So this is what we're going to work with in a bit. But these seed pods, when they're about this size, are also edible, and they make a curry dish with it. So you can see how often it sets these pods. This guy grows, it's beautiful, it's always set these pods. So wonderful tree, it creates shade, it grows very, very fast. You can cut it and top it and it'll come right back. You cannot kill this thing. So we've already harvested the ones that are dry. If we take this guy right now while he's green and small, these seeds are not going to be viable. And even this guy back here. Now this guy here, he's pretty fat, but he needs to get brown. We want him to start getting brown before we pull him to have the most viable seeds. And then we're going to head.
The seeds that were right under Teresa's head, the pods right under her head,
Yeah.
those also, I cut some of those off and just cooked them like I would a string bean.
Yep.
Those are tasty.
Yeah.
I've tried the one she said, oh, you can eat those or put those in curry. Just didn't do it for me.
Well, you don't want to eat the seed pod when the seeds are this big. And
Right.
once the
Well,
seeds
even
get
the
to a
ones
certain
in front.
size, they develop a compound which I cannot remember the name of, that can upset your gastric system. So,
Yeah, stringy, small ones.
yeah, stringy small ones. And it's the same thing with Thai long beans. Those are actually black-eyed peas type of thing. If you let them dry into beans, you cook them like black-eyed peas. But if you harvest the little tiny baby pods, you can eat it like a string bean. So we are going to head to where we can harvest a few things. Here's more called same plant that I showed you guys over there. So
Does the stem need to be brown, like to do it, or is it just
No.
the flowers?
you want
Or
okay,
the-
see how the seed pods are brown?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what you'll do is you'll cut it at that point and you're going to let it dry. Okay, so we're going to work with ones that are already dried over there. So that's one that we can show you. Okay, this is Italian parsley. So this is going to show you, I can give you a demonstration. So if we look on this one, you can see, there you go, you're finding them. You can see various stages of development. This guy hasn't bloomed and flowered yet. Okay, this guy has flowered, but he's not turning into seeds yet. We're not quite brown enough to harvest from this. I'd say in a week or two we can harvest that. Yeah, okay, that guy's ready.
Crispy dry.
Crispy dried. Yeah, all right. Anybody else want to come in and look real close? Found a really good one here. All right, cool. All right, and then back here we have some bok choy. And this is a perfect example of nice and dry. Okay, so on this guy, these little doodads here are your seed pods. All right? And so this is what we're going to harvest. And this guy is so dry, we're going to be able to take this to the table right now and process without letting it dry any further.
I think those have been in there since the winter, so
Yeah,
they've been
these are
drying out for a bit
absolutely dry.
some time.
Then we also had tropical sage. This is a fantastic native plant for your yard. It's great for pollinators. It's great for hummingbirds. It grows constantly. And again, we're going to come in and we're going to find these dark brown dry pods. So we can pass that around so you can feel how dry it is. So that way is one over there.
That's a wonderful self-seeding plant. Once you plant it once, you will always have it, unless you keep those trimmed each time. I don't. I let them self-seed, which is why there's lots in my bedroom.
You can see. I don't know what's over here. You can see like way back there.
We got yeah, that I know what it is. if I don't know, I'm not going to harvest it. Thank you. All right, so we've got that. All right, so these are a couple of things. So this gives you an idea of what you're looking for when you are trying to figure out what to harvest. So now that we're all nice and sweaty in the sun, we're going to go get back in the shade. And we're going to have some fun figuring out how to get into these.
This is your bed, isn't it, Megan? Yeah. Yeah, got some nice eggplants there. And she is the queen of sage. You definitely are.
Or save recipes.
That is actually a weed. Well, it smells like. Oh, it is. It's pussyfoot. That's dog fennel. And the only reason it's growing is it is supposed to be anti-mosquito.
That would be tropical sage.
Am I too late?
No, you're right on time, Lynn. Come on in. We just did a tour around the garden to see how to harvest some things, and we pulled some seeds, but you're welcome to hop on in. We've done this before, so you're going to know exactly what we're doing.
And you said this is
You
for
can
pollinators?
Yes, and hummingbirds.
I like her
Hummingbirds also
confidence in me.
What is this again?
I've
That is
done
the
this
tropical
before.
sage.
I'm gonna know
Okay.
exactly what to do.
All right, so
Sure.
when you're looking at a seed pod like this, okay, we're going to go in here and we're going to pull a seed open. And we're going to crumble this. Seeds in there. I'm sorry, I've got to put more papers. See the little tiny seeds? Okay, so trying to find them is interesting. Now, a lot of these are open, so some of them may have jumped out already. But, yeah, so So some may have jumped out already because it's open, but you get in here. You've got a few in there. So, and then you can see the little tiny seeds. It's amazing. For all of that, it's just a tiny seed. So this would be the bok choy. So this is another one that likes to jump open. And look how tiny that seed is. Yes, there's a lot of seeds in there. So we're just basically going to pull all these open. All right, so who would like to do Tulsi? You want to do Tulsi? Okay, we're going to give you the Tulsi. That is the holy basil. This is fennel. Who would like to do fennel? You'll do fennel? All right, this is fennel.
What is this?
That is dill.
Still,
What
we've
else
got broccoli. We have more bok choy.
Okay, well, I don't know if we're each doing one.
Yeah, I would like to each to do one so that we keep the seeds together. You don't want to, you don't want to mix them.
You don't want to share.
mix them.
No
So
share.
I'll do
You don't want to
dill.
mix them because we need to keep this. Yeah.
There's seeds in there.
What do you got over there? Fennel. Fennel. Oh, you want to switch? Oh, no. I'm just curious as to what it was.
And
Oh, I
then,
guess I may need to get my glasses.
yeah,
Okay.
highly recommend them. I need them.
Oh, okay. They're in my car.
There's
I'll be right back.
Oreo steak.
I'm like, we know each other's faces. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I can yell. Like, yeah, but yeah.
And this is the
I realized
Coreopsis.
I left my water on
And
the
this is
counter.
Coreopsis as well. So
Yeah, and I did a special like Gatorade water mix today, so.
Oh, I picked up the Propel little pouches to just pour in your water. Oh, loving it.
Yeah,
these are.
maybe
these
I'll
need to be a little
pick up
dry.
that water dispenser thing that we talked about.
And then I have Queensland romaine. Does anybody want to work romaine?
I'm okay for now. I might,
Here's a couple more of the Oreos that are on there. Those are dry enough.
okay, sounds good. I'm gonna go fill up my a water bottle from the car.
Okay, no problem. Okay, and give Lynn the bill.
Are these like the smallest? Teresa, where are the comments at?
Oh, it's not open yet.
Oh, it isn't, okay.
Those gates, we're right across from the house. Okay. Do you need water? I have some.
Yeah.
Kind of like, Odyssey?
So do you volunteer at this ranch? Get my Gatorade bottle.
It's teeny tiny. Yeah, the seeds are so small.
I used to. I recognize the symbol and I've looked it up. I was going to do it myself, but I didn't know if it was still active.
Yeah, they used to be in River, but they're actually now in Braden.
And I also have a couple of milk.
And then they,
That symbol just made me think because
This is Desert Rose.
they're a good organization.
My Desert Roses every once in a while decide that they're going to put a pod out.
have fun with the horses.
Yeah, they do. And the seed part is this little tiny piece right here. The rest of it is rock, which is why they can fly and go anywhere.
Not the black and white one, but the other one. And I actually, so I don't.
Now I
Is
can
that
see the
little
seeds.
stick.
My daughter, we were like gonna adopt a horse or
You have to
something,
remove both.
like a project or something like that. And you just do it as long as you can't.
That's Desert Rose.
Yeah, I mean, I adopted, when you
You
adopt.
see it in
that
front of
actually is
a lot of people's homes. The blossoms are about yay big.
But you can volunteer and you can
And
also
usually it
sponsor
flowers
that.
first and
That's
puts
what
on
we
the
were gonna do with
sleeve.
one of her clubs.
Usually plants about yay big. They come
I
in
just
white.
that just gave me something to do this weekend.
Right.
What's that?
What is that you're talking about?
It's a horse farm.
A horse racing place.
I
knew of one near the Villages that a friend of mine is.
They are. And here, they love it. They love it here.
No, I guess I'm local.
Yeah, yeah.
I know where that is.
I don't know if I'm doing this right.
There's actually a subdivision.
Am I just pulling this little? They're that small. Yep. I have that kind of
I have to take it. I bought
a ranch that's, on the other side of Cleveland.
Some of them may have already come off.
Yes, I was gonna say, in two smaller towns.
So a lot of these may already be in here in the bottom.
They don't necessarily.
I know, right? It smells like licorice, doesn't it? Okay, so that's how we know it's fennel.
To this size, unless it's already.
Okay, so what I'll do this. I don't like to eat it, right? So a lot of your seeds are in here.
We can talk about whether
Right,
just
yes.
enjoy it at the moment. But you can.
Yeah, I would do that. And then we're gonna use a sifter. Sift it when we're done. Or you can,
Frankie, you want to come over here?
so I'm gonna leave you that for a sifter.
It doesn't flower yet.
So I would start
What
here.
it is that you would like to
Start
do.
just
We've
like
got
sifting the sticks
October.
out.
There's there's
Just kind of do
a
this.
company called,
These take a long time to germinate. You have to be patient. When you plant them, you have to then be patient.
and you can leave them there. And
No, I just put it directly into
Here in
soil.
Oh, where is this?
I don't know what you would like to
company's name
do.
is
What we're
called
doing
Born to
is
Ride. It's
I know her.
Yeah.
I know Kathy.
Yeah.
you decide to do,
So,
and then
they take their, they have horses that, I mean, a lot of places where you, I mean, I would stay away from Sun City Center, or I think it's called Sunstead Stable. Born to Ride, I mean, they have their horses on their own property, but they go to various parks. They, and the closest one would be to Little Manatee River.
Okay.
And you can just call and you can make an appointment and you can take them on a trail ride with their horses.
pretty
That's
aggressive.
cool. Yeah. I actually grew up with horses. Not my direct, but my neighbor had a horse farm, so
Much nicer
I
here
love
than-
horses. I'm like, where can I be?
And then we've got-
I used to
then we've
live in
got
East
six.
Lake, which is so far from here, so I don't get a chance to go over there very often.
It's a good way to get rid of all, any frustration you might have.
Wolf's Born to Ride. WOLFE.
Yeah.
Wolf's Born to Ride. The woman that runs it, her name's Kathy. Kathy Wolf.
I've always been afraid of horses, but I'll do it.
She has bomb-proof horses. Yeah, she does.
I gotta overcome my fear.
Yeah, well, she has a lot of really just dead broke bomb-proof horses, which is really nice.
And they walk you through the ride. You don't.
I also have
No,
asparagus.
she leads the ride, and the horses know the trail, and the horses do their dogs do it by herself.
This will tell you.
No,
how
you should
long
never
they
ride
are.
out in the park by yourself.
They're very tasty.
I mean, like
Don't
with
really
a partner,
taste like
but not
asparagus.
with
It's kind of like a green bean. They're long.
Yeah, no, but yeah, when you're riding somebody else's horses, they tend to lead you.
They do have to be vine. Put up for little flower. The bees love them.
My sister had a really bad experience because I would go after school and help with the horses every day, so they knew me.
Broccoli that looks
She was
very
afraid of horses.
similar
I was like, just get on, like it'll be fine. And her horse got tasty. And I think because she like is anxious,
Well, yeah.
and
that's-
I think the
they
horse
do.
is
They're-
afraid
that's-
of like what. And
That's
or
one
she
of the
was.
neat things about them is that they're very perceptive.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're scared, they want to know why.
I felt so bad for her. I was like, oh, so she actually, though, when she was living in Florida, she was helping train horses. She was able to like overcome that fear as an adult, but I always felt so bad when she it was her first time.
outside of that.
Both of my horses
I
are
mean,
young.
that
I mean,
brown.
The one that was a baby when I adopted him, he's now 10. That's good.
Yep, you don't need to go OCD on it.
He was born on
Oh, okay.
But my other one is a Gypsy Banner.
Okay.
And do you know what Gypsy Banners are?
Your favorite tools
yeah,
to use?
I actually did
With
a,
this, when you get to a point, it's going to be a business
I
card.
did a project in elementary school where we had to do an encyclopedia of a topic, and I did mine on horse breeds.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah, you can pick them up really inexpensive at thrift stores. Yeah.
safe-minded. I mean, you know,
What are these? Are these bok
I mean, for a 5-year-old, she doesn't
I can just pull the sticks out.
That's nice. It's probably also maybe the energy you give off too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is part of their breed, but she also is very much.
This one underneath, yep,
she's one of these horses that some horses any reason to go and any reason to woe, well she's really
Yeah.
reason to woe.
It's funny. Yeah, I was telling my husband that when we get land, that would be something that I would like to get back into.
So yeah, I mean, I had started to
I'm like I don't have kids, so I feel like I'm like
No, they are your kids.
they are my kids.
But yeah, I mean, I've done stuff here and there. I've done doing
Real quick, just to give you an idea of the power of seed saving. This container here, this is dill seeds. Wow. When I weighed it, this is something along the lines of 3.2 million dill seeds.
Wow.
This came off of 2 plants right here in this garden, in my garden bed last year.
Wow.
And I have been giving them away, and I can't give them away fast enough, so I need people to take home some dill seeds.
I planted some dill from that stash, I think. I planted some dill from that stash.
Awesome. And you can see we have something written up on our whiteboard there up in the corner. It says HCC Seed Library on South Shore. You guys know this?
some of their stuff all the time when I go. I'm like,
Okay, so you've seen the seed library. It's at the HCC campus down in South Shore, down in Ruskin.
It's Hillsborough Community College.
Yeah,
In their library, they have
the library has it.
yeah, it's the college campus, and they at the college campus library, and there's a lovely lady there that just loves to take it. So when you harvest seeds, and if you get into this and you get into being a good gardener for long enough, you will become a seed junkie. It's just par for the course. It happens. And at that point, you want to share your seeds. So after you've harvested and you have this many, it's a good idea to pop by the HCC Seed Library and offer them a stash. You can actually go in and give them a container like this and go here, and they will package it up for you. You don't even have to package it. So this is a great way to keep your seeds for perpetuity. This gives you free seeds for next year. You don't have to buy as many. So many of us gardeners waste so much money on the seed sites. Oh my goodness.
Yes, we do.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
Like Target and
Halloween water.
So you don't have to be like a member to go to the community college and library?
Nope. No, you can walk in. Yeah, and you can ask to look through their seed catalog, and you can pick out seeds to take home.
So I was at a library in Cement City, and I actually saw it. I went there to have a meeting, and as I was walking out, I saw it, and I was like, oh my god. So like now, every library that I go
hardware,
to, I go and see if they have
like
Library? Yeah, that's great.
or like media, like like recording
I would
devices
think that the
or
South Shore Library
cameras.
would have one.
Yeah.
I was like,
They do.
Oh, the South Shore Library? Public library? Oh, I didn't know public library.
That's like
I'm
going
going
towards the Walmart and Walmart. You know what? Yeah, the one that's right there. That one has like gardening classes. They
Because
have
we
art
didn't ask.
classes.
Being on a movement, we obviously didn't see it.
No, that's what I mean.
okay, maybe Teresa could read.
Teresa, I mean, I'm basically,
You can go.
Well,
am I wording things, am I,
Hang on, let me come around here and see what you got.
And then also libraries are really small. Get access to all of the free audio.
So here's the way I would do it. I'm just going to
what
strip
Frankie's
that's what
doing
I did,
over
I started
here
out
is
with.
Just strip it and work it between your fingers to rough it up, and that's
If you
going
have
to
a
get the
library
seeds out
card,
of
then
the pot.
it's all free.
and then, what I was doing at my business, and then I was sort of like,
Right? We're going to do that, and then we're going to use the
This is
strainer to sift
library
it.
card
probably
and
the best
download
one
Coop
because
Every
Okay.
audiobook
Chap
that
small
you
holes.
can
These are
get your instrument on is
extremely
free.
tiny little seeds.
The one, you know, if you want to put the
Seeds?
sifter
Okay, extremely tiny seeds.
on a tray.
Now, how long are typically seeds good for?
Yes.
Okay, so we had a really good question here that, go ahead and ask again.
I said typically, how good are the seeds? How long are they good for?
Okay, so first year, properly harvested, properly stored in a paper container in a cool, dry spot. You're looking, if you've done it right and the germination rate is right, you're probably somewhere around 90%. Second year, you're going to drop down to about 70%. Third year, you're going to drop down to about 50%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it goes down like 20% a year. And it will go down faster if it's not harvested right or stored properly. That is an important thing to know. So it's real important when you're doing your seed saving and your seed harvesting to put your month and year on there. So that you know when you harvested. Because as you collect seeds, and get this much of a, become this much of a seed junkie, you really need to look at your dates on there and look at your when was this harvested. If it's more than a year, you need to plant it right away. If it's a second year, you're going to absolutely broadcast plant it and get rid of those seeds. And if it's at a third, you may as well chuck them.
You might as well put them in the compost.
Now,
I had to do that with a
can
whole
you
bunch of
use
seeds
them
that got to be
before
too
the
old.
year is up? Like, can we plant these like right now when they would produce?
Yeah, if it's the right time of year for them. That's that's the other thing Paula and I have very much learned in our experience
what you
here at
wanna
the garden,
do
growing all
is-
the plants for our plant sales.
What you can do
Is it different plants have different times of
you
year
can do
that they
an
like to
initial
grow.
sieve, and then when he's finished with the narrow sieve.
Okay, so you'll have cool season crops. You will have warm season crops.
got
If you
that
try to grow a
separated,
warm
you can put
season
it in
crop
there.
in the cold, it is not going to germinate. The seeds, that's the one thing I love about seeds. I think if there's anything magic on this planet, it's one of those. Because each one of these little tiny things is just completely packed with everything the plant needs to grow
If it's
and
relatively
germinate
clean,
and
then you
feed
get
us
to
and
dump it
procreate
over.
and produce more of itself. And I think it's just magic, everything that's held in a seed.
Okay, so like I've tried to plant things that they've said are summer
This year,
here
now you
in
got
Florida,
something to
and
dump it
they
into,
They
and something clean
grow
together.
beautifully in winter here.
Okay,
Like cilantro, like some types of cilantro, some herbs. They do so well in winter, but in
Make sure
summer
that
I had like
getting the seed and
yeah, I
Get
lose
as
my
much of
time
the-
in oregano in the summer. It just rubbish. Even though it's in Mediterranean. So here's the thing. When you're reading some seed packets and everything, it'll say 6 to 8 hours of full sun. They're talking about North Carolina full sun. They are not talking about face of the sun, full sun like we get here in Florida. I mean, may as well, chuck them onto the face of the sun. It's just too much for them. Sometimes you can, and also our temperatures. Like, if you'll notice, a lot of the tomatoes are going over. They're done. And as much as we have found heat-tolerant varieties, pest and disease-tolerant varieties, the heat gets to be too much. At a point of 95 degrees, 96 degrees, 97 degrees on a regular basis, it will stop setting flower. If it flowers, it will stop setting fruit. The flowers will fall off. It will not make more fruit. If it's an indeterminate vining variety, it will continue to grow a vine, which once it cools down again to the right temperature, it'll go flush again with flowers and make fruit way faster than a brand new plant. So you really have to look at your cultivars. I'm going to write the name of a really good seed site up here. It's called Southern Exposure.
now you can put
Yeah,
those
I
in
planted some of this
seed,
actually
seed
right
piece.
one summer.
If you want some, then do
I think if it's in a
two.
really shaded spot,
We
it
get
does
to keep
well.
some of the
But if
seeds
it's not,
because
then I can't get
in August we'll be doing seed starting parties.
Yeah,
Yes.
So it's going to start in July.
necessarily separate
So
them, do
Southern
you?
Exposure Seed Exchange
They're
is
so
a
small,
great
like these,
website,
they're so
and
small, you can just like
particularly for
I typically just
varieties
put
that
two
will work in
and
Florida.
one full.
They tend to
One big circle
mark
and
their
then I'll
their seed catalog differently to let you know if it's a variety that will work here.
Oh, cool.
And so that's some of the biggest issues is really searching out your cultivars. Like, you could like something that doesn't want to grow here. One of the things that we found is spinach. Spinach, even in the cool time of year, doesn't like to grow here. But we found a farm growing spinach and said, okay, how? We found a farm that was growing spinach in the ground, harvesting everything. And I'm like, how? How are you growing that? It was a special Asian rare variety. It was very difficult to get a hold of the seeds, but it actually grew. So you have to do searches and researches and things like that.
What about Malabars?
Yeah.
That's a good one. That goes through the
great
summer.
one for summer.
Once before.
Egyptian, Malabar,
Very tedious. My favorite one
Okinawan.
are the bok
We
choy.
have some of all of that here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, bok choy is so easy because it's just like a little pod that opens up and
And
it's like little balls.
Josh brought a New Zealand spinach as well.
Nice, nice.
Yes. That was when we were doing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
when we did the blocks.
That's magic.
right?
That's,
Okay,
that's
so
actually my
one
problem.
other thing that you want to know that's incredibly important about your seeds is you're getting into variety, especially if you're going out and you're going to purchase them. You are going to find strains that have been created by a botanist. And these have been crossed. And when you look and you find disease resistant, bug resistant, heat tolerant, those have been very specifically crossed and bred to have those particular traits, and it doesn't happen easily. So when that happens, it's typically called an F1. So an F1 is the first iteration of the cross that makes that perfect plant. You cannot save the seeds of an F1 hybrid. It will not produce the same plant again next time. What will happen is, even though everything comes out perfect this time, if you save those seeds and you plant again, it won't be true to parent. So it won't have all of the same characteristics. So it will revert to one or revert to another.
Heterozygote.
There you go. Wow, fancy words. You knew that. Awesome, awesome. All right, what you got there? Did you work it? All right, what we got? That is beautiful. Okay.
So I was wondering about planting these. Do you have to just like pinch, put a little pinch in a hole, or
Okay.
these are so-
Okay, so here's another thing to think of when you're planting seeds.
26.
Most people were here for our seed starting class at the beginning of the month, but one of the things that you want to notice about your seeds is how big they are. When you're looking at the size, like this guy here is a lot bigger than a basil seed. Okay, so he can go down a little bit deeper. So you're basically going as deep as the size of the seed. So when you have tiny little basil seeds, you sprinkle those on top, and you sprinkle just a little fine amount on top of that. When you get into your bigger seeds, now you're talking about going deeper.
You know, like a bean.
Yeah, like a bean.
Oh, you want to do your moringa?
All right. Now this, we don't have to worry too much about everybody getting mismatched. That's a fun one. Okay. There are some envelopes on the table and some pins if you guys want to.
Should I put all of this in one envelope?
No. Well, only about 30 or 40 in each one. That can go into the big guy.
This on my hair.
Okay. Yeah, all of that can go in there. And then everybody can play with a moringa.
With a spider from when I was in the carpet.
These are somehow very satisfying to open and harvest.
It'd be more satisfying if I actually got one to grow.
Yeah, I haven't got one to grow either.
These would be like, kind of like.
I think that's the tree on the corner. Isn't that the moringa, the tree on the corner?
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you get one?
Okay, here, let's get an
No,
envelope.
yeah, I have some over there.
Wind's not blowing.
Can you pass the envelopes there, Emily?
Oh, yeah. Do you have any more of these?
Yes, I do. Wait, yeah. Okay, we might have to do one apiece. All right, so I would say, I also recommend writing on them first. Okay, so
Yes,
this
very
is-
hard after you got those seeds in there. You definitely want to try writing on it after you put the bean seeds in.
So 3/20/26 is when I harvested. So now I typically do this, is just kind of.
What do you?
Is that too green? It depends. Yeah. See? Yeah, open it up. Now those are dry.
Keep one,
Those are dry. Okay. Okay, so this is your seed.
and you want to seal
It
the
is.
other.
It's a monster seed. And that's not even as big as what she's about to open up. When they're a little more dry, they're a lot more fun to crack open.
What's the method for? 'Cause I noticed that something like after I eat like a cherry or something. What's the method for like drying a seed the best? Like just putting them on the tray out in the sun, or what's the best method? to
You
dry
can,
seeds?
but I can tell you that cherries are not going to grow here.
Well, just generally.
Yeah.
Like if I ate something and the seed is still, like not dried out, how do you dry out?
I dry it on a cardboard box so that it doesn't have a way to hold moisture,
Uh huh.
and it sucks the moisture out of it. I'll oftentimes put it on top of the dryer,
Okay. Okay.
just to get some of the residual warmth and the airflow that's coming through there, or on top of the fridge, or
Okay.
somewhere in a drafty area.
And also, is it that some seeds you cannot dry? You can't plant
No.
them if they're dry.
You can, you can leave a little flag on there. Yeah, the flags can stay on, you don't have to pull them off.
It's kind of wet, so you want to let it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
we're
pulled
gonna
it
put
apart
those on
and
the tray
then,
to dry, so we don't want to pack it.
This is
Teresa.
Gloriosa
And then
daisy.
some
Sticky.
fruits.
She's
I
got
don't know
those
if it's
down
mainly
there.
fruits, but you
But these
shouldn't let
here
the
aren't
seed
quite
dry.
dry enough yet.
They shouldn't dry out because I
It
was hearing
does.
that
It's-
from another.
See the big yellow
gardener,
flowers
yeah.
over there on the first?
I think that would honestly have to be,
I was, and it was particularly we were talking
I've
about
got
fruits, and I had let papaya seeds dry out. He said no. You know,
okay, I know we planted our papaya seeds pretty wet.
like we're like right out of the
Yeah.
papaya.
Yeah, but I have some dried. We could do a test on that. I would say it would depend on the plant.
Okay.
Yeah, it would depend on the plant. Some plants are going to be more agreeable to it than others. Yeah, each plant has its own concept of how it wants to reproduce.
Well, we need
Yeah,
to
just kind of peel them off.
let's
Yes.
Because it seems very sticky.
Yeah.
so that we can put these into this. Got a few holes, but we'll give it a new home when it's ready.
Yeah.
Ta-da. You want to do these? Yep.
So am I ready to filter this guy?
Yep. Okay, those are super fine seeds.
Those are roses. And I know there's a gal
Do you
around,
want this bowl back?
Nope, you can have a bowl. I have another one.
Rosen, she was vendor here one time, one of our plant sales. And she starts them from scratch. I haven't talked to her lately, but she was trying to get the black
There you go.
blossom to, yep, that's what you do. The crunching, it just gets rid of any frustrations. you have. It's very satisfying, yes it is. I don't know, but leave it, we might.
Here, in this one. I
Is
would
that
be
a
open to helping.
spit box?
Yeah. Let me toss it here. Or do you want to just put your?
Yeah.
It'll be the.
It'll be the spit box.
I don't put it in the bag.
No, because it's gotta dry.
Yeah, put them in here.
Yep, we're gonna put them in there and we're gonna dry them. And if you wanna take some home to dry, then feel free to do that. But the pods always come. Like the pods, they're always on the tree. Bok choy? Yes, I put bok choy when mine is growing. It goes in every stir fry I make, which is several times a week. Yep. So it's Asian food, it's U.S. food.
Yeah, bok choy is. I just started with bok choy. It's so bad.
Lee did.
Yeah.
And
I had like so many.
Did you? Is it your from your garden?
it's very
Yeah,
nutritious.
so
because
Paula
it's a
gave
green.
me bok choy seeds and the collards this year. Paula gave me, and I would saute it with eggs. You can do it with so many different things. You can put it in ramen.
What do you-
Very
oh,
good.
we got more
Yeah.
bok choy.
And it's so
these
good.
ones?
And I
Yeah,
had
that's
so
bok
much
choy.
that I had to
Yep,
start
you don't
giving
need
it
to
away.
open it.
And they
I
grow
got
so
some
fast. They
more,
grow.
and we got some
They
more on
shoot
the
up
table.
really quickly. Yeah.
Bok choy is such, bok choy likes cool temperatures to grow. So you grow it in the fall
No, you
and
can
winter
grow
here.
indoors. I think the
and
key
it's
is
very
just,
happy. It'll
light
take
source,
light frost.
water, and
But once
like
the weather
food
gets
for the
warm, it bolts.
Yeah. What about
And that's
like
what we
liquid
get.
pollination?
And then the greens become a little bit more bitter.
I feel like for pollination ones, you would want them to be outside, but you can actually self-pollinate anything.
Now that you can use the big,
like
I don't.
self-pollinate.
In fact, it's not
Most
even gonna
things are
fall
pollinated,
through.
like what you said with nitrogen.
But what you can do is put,
Yeah, I think some plants like the
I think you
natural
could
sun
probably almost.
Yeah.
more
Yes.
than other plants. Some
Yeah.
plants will just do a
Pretty
window,
empty,
you
feeling
know,
pretty
for
empty.
a
Yeah.
little bit, and others
Exactly.
like to be outside.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think probably most plants would love the natural. Some I do think it's.
These are asparagus beans.
I think you have to
Asparagus
very
beans.
tedious
They're
with that. Like,
They're long and green, and you catch
there's,
them when
I
they're
don't know if you've ever
young.
seen those like
Yes,
grow
when they're young.
shells or towers.
They're one of those that if I didn't go every day to
Yeah, like
harvest,
I
Because I
seen
grew
people
them in
grow
my
all
Kings
types of
Point garden,
vegetables in those.
then
I mean, I would
they
still
would be
obviously
too
keep
big.
an extra window or something.
Yeah.
But it's just like,
Asparagus
I don't
beans.
know, like where my apartment is, we technically not supposed to like stuff outside, but like I'm going to anyways for sure. But
They do love to climb. They took up a 4x8 bed.
Cool.
No problem.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. You got those in there. Okay.
Good filler.
Yeah, I think if it has
But
good
once
sun
it started to get
exposure,
really
'cause I
hot,
used to live in Chicago
And
and I grew
they
stuff
gave
in
up the
summer,
ghost.
so.
We have another one called the tiger long bean, and that we grew all summer here, all around the garden. It grew up the trees. We realized we should not plant it next to a tree. They got a little suffocating.
Can lick them and see them.
Whenever you would like, yeah.
Those are not ready.
Actually start with
Have you got an extra Gloriosa over there?
like 20 to 30. How many do you put in a packet? Like 30?
Yeah. Yeah, about 30. Yeah.
I was trying to figure out like just to get some of them off. Would you do like all of those in a pack?
Yeah, pretty much.
Get a couple of those. And I do this with things. It kind of looks the same. Wait. Oh, it should be like down. No, I think I did this.
Does that look like it's got anything left in it, or is that just?
I would work it a little bit. Yeah. Just in case there's any seeds left in there.
Well, yeah, you can see the seeds going through there.
Yeah. There's more seeds coming through the bottom. Yep.
Yeah,
I am. That's not.
What month was her Queensland? Do you have to get her the
Let's call that March 2026. That's this year.
working with little kiddos like developmental disorders. They're just
Oh, March.
I mean, some of them obviously like Rebecca's like they did that. I thought it was action something I really like. Right now, so we use clinical to figure out like where to go and like work.
So like, I opened it up,
And I like
you
it.
have
It's
these
cool.
arrows right there, but on the inside there's like black little specks.
What am I even putting
What else
here?
do we have? You wanna, has the broccoli been attacked? Have you done the broccoli yet?
The diamond.
Anybody working on broccoli?
Oh, Jen.
Not yet?
I'm ready for something.
Yep. Okay, Moringa, I can take your tray of moringa seeds. Whoops.
My broccoli was good this year.
Okay, here, do me this really quick, like.
It was a good variety.
Make sure we get off any of the other seeds so we're not crossing the seeds. Think you're growing a broccoli and and a dill pops up.
Teresa, do you know, like, did I, like, get the seed?
Or was that the Tulsi sage?
I had a question
Or-
about that.
I'm not sure if I got them, because I got these little things.
Sure if you got the right thing?
Oh wow, these are tiny too.
They're a tiny little seed.
That is tropical sage.
So in between all the little things that you're pulling out.
Yeah, because I go through a lot of Queensland seeds.
So I think you can actually put, like, a lot in, because it's, like, it's such a small.
They're coming out.
Yeah. I think maybe, like,
Well, I wanted to do a few less so that everybody can take home a packet. I want to give everybody a chance. So, you know, if we could like, put a few in each one of the Queensland. I have a lot at home already. And these seal like an envelope. You have to lick them.
I'll put 50.
Now, is this broccoli raw or
I'm
actual
very
broccoli?
detail
There's actual broccoli?
Really?
I do believe so. Let me check.
I'm very literal.
Broccoli, is that broccoli raw or actual broccoli?
Actual broccoli is the broccoli I have in my garden.
Yeah, that's her broccoli that produced all your.
details because I will stand here.
Yeah, because I had broccoli at my house and
Yeah.
it didn't have these seed pods on them.
Oh, it didn't go. Oh, did you not leave the thing on long enough to get the pots?
Maybe
Yeah.
that was why, yeah.
Yeah, were you harvesting the heads of broccoli every time to eat it?
No, I was trying to get some kind of seed from it, and all it would do is have those little, you know what a broccoli looks like, it would just dry out like that. It wouldn't have the actual seed.
Well, you know what? This is a great variety for you then, because Paula had great success.
Oh, good.
So we need to make sure that we package up a bunch of little packets so that everybody can try some. Let me see what you got there, Deb.
You can pick that, pick that whole thing down there.
other compounding factors that it's hard
Okay, this is if you run into another tie.
I would say straightforward. The other problem here is like you know where it's coming from, where it's going. Sometimes you get comfortable with things, but like usually
Okay.
like
This is gonna be interesting. I almost need.
Yeah, I know. To figure out how to get them.
You want to do some of these broccolis? I have. It takes a while to break open all these.
Oh, you have to break these.
Yeah, yeah, the seeds are teeny tiny. See? The seeds.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I need to put these somewhere. You have a finer strainer over here?
Yes, this one is a nice fine one.
Yeah.
You want to help me with the gloriosis? We're looking for something else.
No, actually, yeah, I'm looking for the bok choy.
Bok choy. Okay, here's a bok choy.
Yeah, see,
They're going to be hard to see in the cell black tray.
yeah, yeah. If it was a white tray.
Incorrectly packaged. Also 19 is
Yeah, I need to look close with my glasses to see the seeds.
there's only about 3 in each.
Yeah, I found some with 4 or 5 in them, the larger ones, but most of them, right.
Oh, it's on both sides.
Yeah.
I mean, I might even need dust. I'm trying to get the seeds through without.
I mean, to me, this looks like the seeds.
Yeah, there are some seeds there. Yeah, there are.
So this is bok choy.
Yeah, that's broccoli. I gave her some of mine.
This is bok
Oh,
choy.
okay, we got it.
This is broccoli.
Okay,
Yeah, so
okay,
don't
yeah.
mix them up.
Yeah, don't mix, exactly. Well, they're in the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
family.
Right.
They're in the same family. Yes.
Yeah, that's why I give you some, you know, don't mix them.
I was looking at that. I wanted to.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep, yep, yep. Okay, so that's not working either.
I'm sure the seeds look different inside of there, but
No,
this
they're
is
actually, they look
I know a different way to do it.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's
no,
probably
I
based
gave
off
her,
of smell.
I gave her some of the broccoli.
Go ahead and put that in there.
No, she's saying the seeds look similar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It might be based on the smell. And then also I noticed that the broccoli are a
Go ahead and clean your tray off
yeah, sometimes.
before you start working the
And this part is like
The other product?
the stem part is also different. Like this part. Like it's like more boxy. And this one's more round. Like bok choy is
You did Tulsi basil, right? That's what this is? Okay.
that's another way you can tell. Like it's like more like boxy geometrically and this one's more round. This stem.
Okay.
So I got the job when I was in Jacksonville, but I temporarily moved back in with my parents, figuring out things. And like I said, I'm trying to do like a clean thing there. So I'll hopefully be going to Spain like by the end of this year was the plan. Yeah, I mean, if I don't get there's a telenovela called La Niña that I was wanting to like learn Spanish and you can't talk to other people. It like uses like humor and it's very serious, but I do think like you learn like the language, but then also like the accent.
What is the novella called?
La Niña.
To watch an old show called Casa USA.
I would say that's not viable.
Early 80s or whatever. I mean, it was old when I watched it too, but still, it was called Casa USA. It's a sitcom, but they speak English and
I love
Spanglish.
Yeah, I love those.
But it was an old think it was, I mean, they live in Miami and stuff like that. You know? And right now I'm like,
Yeah, one thing about Spanish is the Spanish in Miami is different than the Spanish in Venezuela or the Spanish in Brazil. There's different dialects.
well, Brazil is Portuguese.
Yeah.
Brazil's Portuguese.
Well, just like,
Yeah.
just
It's
like
even
English.
different than Spain, and the accent's different in Spain.
Right.
I just kind of pick one and kind of go with it. But I was raised around Cuban accent
Yeah.
and Puerto Rican, which is very common here.
Just like a person from Louisiana talking to a person in Boston.
I was raised around Cuban, but I know the dialect that I learned was my own.
Because I learned Spanish in high school, and then talking with some other Spanish people, it's like, they were looking at me like,
Some of them are Tai Long beans. I want to say maybe black
I'm
beans.
definitely gonna take out my,
He kind of just planted. Wait, is this? This might be grass. Yeah. I mean, I'm some of it. I'm probably not gonna renew because
When you eat, the seeds too.
That's what you eat. Yes.
oh, okay.
Absolutely. Don't lose it.
My mother used to tell me you eat the seeds, you get a plant growing in your tummy.
My mom used to tell me that about watermelons.